that much I've ever worked my life. But to be honest with you, I probably needed it after the pandemic. Well, I've been asked that one time. I was failing for like 18 years, and then I went to
Fans, be sure to visit the concession stand in the main lobby of the home stands. You can also get your candy and soda dates with the golf team and student athletes who are walking through the home side stands. Some of the proceeds will benefit their program.
We're on the next Saturday night over dinner. And then that next Saturday night, I'm playing on Sunday. Yeah. Next Saturday, so I'm going to try to come over.
It's hard to keep up with your dance party.
I know it.
You've got a very full day.
Don't worry, somebody you know can call me.
Fans, at this time, we would like to recognize our partners who make a solid impact on UAM Athletics. We first would like to recognize our game day sponsors, South Ark Rehab, as well as Union Bank, Showcase of Floors, Commercial Bank, South Arkansas Rehab, Ag Up Equipment, Barton's, BASF, Citizens Bank, Clark Contractors, Drew County Farm Bureau, Interform, Ryburn, Paul Griffin Shelter Insurance, Paradigm Fitness, Domino's Pizza, Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn, Quality Inn, Mid-South Sea, Jefferson Regional Medical Center, Mainline Health Systems, Sea-Ark Eye Care, and a special shout-out to Emeka for sponsoring today's student section. We thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics. Fans, we now ask that you welcome to our UAM cheerleaders onto the field, along with their special guest performers. UAM Cheer hosted a youth clinic today with participants ranging from pre-K to 6th grade. At the clinic, participants learned chants and a dance, and they also received instruction on motion technique, jumps, and basic stunts. Please join us in welcoming our future UAM cheerleaders as they perform for you.
I know you look like you're all the accolades I can get. I hear you. Well, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm good. Well, you done a good job with it. You got a pretty good team right. Your word is that we do. Hey, I'm on stage. Which is now an office. But I did live there. Up on the third floor.
On behalf of UAM Cheer, we'd like to say thank you to those who participated in our youth clinic for this fall. We'll have another clinic this spring. Let's do a big shout out to our future UAM cheerleaders. The UAM Sports Association is the exclusive private fundraising arm of UAM Athletics. Its mission is to raise private funds to support 300 Boll Weevil and 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 athletes in competition on and off the field. Annual membership start at $50. Visit UAMSports.com to learn more about UAM Sports Association, become a member, and invest in UAM Athletics today.
That finish your career as a me and Ollie are even semi-related. That's a good way to put it together. Yeah, I always considered we were. I always considered your cousin. So. Yeah, stay safe. How are you, sir? Are you having fun on the land of fishing? Sure. I'm going to tell you what my late wife said about you. You have effective DNA. Tell me. Yeah. She's a school teacher too. So, there you go. There you go. Good to see you. You already got two sitting right here. Where the chancellor win, I don't know, but I hope we're going to have it back. There's been a few come through here, Mayor, I guarantee you. We got one in Brandon County.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Southeast Arkansas, your 2023 Weevil Marching Band. led by drum major Anna Stinnett from 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗏, Arkansas. On behalf of the University of Arkansas at Monticello, the Weevil Marching Band greets all fans with a special welcome to faculty, administration, students, alumni, and friends.
I'm real pleased with the way things are going. It's tough.
At this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem, conducted by the Director of Bands, Dr. Kristen Zelnick. Please remain standing for the playing of the university's alma mater. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for your 2023 Weevil Marching Band. The officiating crew for today's game is referee Brad McNally, umpire Will Corbett, head linesman Lance Reynolds, line judge Jonathan B., field judge James Stewart, bank judge Michael Burmis, and side judge Glenn Adams.
And a good afternoon to you, and welcome to Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium as we get set for the Boll Weevils and the Reddies of Henderson State to go at it here this afternoon. I'm Jimmy Sledge, and you look back at the Boll Weevils are coming off a 24-10 loss on the road last week at Arkansas Tech. You look at Coach Jackson and I talked about some of the stats that UAM has put up, and you know, UAM currently ranks first in the Great American Conference in passing offense, sixth in passing efficiency behind the arm of quarterback Buddy Taylor. He threw for 282 yards last week, had an efficiency rating of 123 last weekend. The top receiver for the Weevils is Isaiah Cross. He ranks third in the GAC in both total receiving yards and receptions per game, following his 6 receptions last week and 74 yards when they lost to Arkansas Tech. UAM sits fifth in the GAC in scoring points per contest, falling behind Henderson State, and sixth in total yards with 385.4 yards per game. Defensively, the Weevils are surrendering 32, almost 33 points a game and 350 yards per contest. The leading tackler for the Weevils is Demarius White, who has 33 total tackles with 21 solos on the season. So, you know, you look at the stats, well, UAM is right there in the mix of everybody in the Great American Conference, except when it comes to that W column on the scoreboard. UAM sits behind in this series. They started playing back in 1914, I believe was the first time these two schools met. But 35-51-2 against Henderson State University since the first teams met back in 1914. The Weevils are 1-7 against the Reddies here at home since the turn of the century. And the last time that we did beat Henderson State was back in 2018. Last time these two teams met last year, it was a 27-20 decision going to Henderson State on the road there in Arkadelphia. The Weevils put up 523 total yards of offense, outscored them 21-7 in the fourth quarter, but still came up short in the contest last year. Up next for the Weevils, we travel to Shawnee, Oklahoma to take on Oklahoma Baptist. That'll be next Saturday at 2 o'clock kickoff. And, of course, we'll have the broadcast for you here on KHBM. We'll take a break. We'll come back, tell you who won the toss in the start of today's game right after this timeout.
Henderson State won the toss, went to the deferred. From Monticello, row 6. Shake hands on the big home.
Henderson State has won the toss. Whoop. Henderson State won the toss. They deferred to the second half. They kicked it off to the Weevils, and it's returned by Greg Hooks up over the 25, out to the 27-yard line. That's where the Weevils will have it 1st and 10 on the first offensive possession of the ball game. UAM will line up with Buddy Taylor. He'll be your quarterback. Put the tight end in motion on the first play. Going to hand it off up the middle. Going to be back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard there. It looks like Gary Furman or Tristan Smith. We'll see. It's Tristan Smith who got the start at tailback today. We'll call it a gain of 2 out to the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 8 now for the Weevils. Just underway, no score here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The Weevils and the Reddies. Again, they hand it off to Smith. He's out over the 30, out to the 32-yard line. Going to be a gain of 3 on the play, and the Weevils will look at 3rd down and 5 here on their opening possession of the afternoon. The Weevils come in 2 and 5 overall. Henderson State 5 and 2. Henderson State coming off a 1-point loss last week to Southern Arkansas. The Reddies will show a 3-man front defensively here on this 3rd down, obvious passing situation. 3rd down and a long 5 as the Weevils take a long time in the huddle. They finally break the huddle, go with a bunch set on either side. Going to hand it off on an end around. Turn it up at the 35, out over the 40. The 1st down and more is on the carry for the Weevils. That time is Ben Culligan. 1st and 10, Weevils. Mark it out at the 39-yard line of their own, 39 of UAM. 1st and 10. Taylor again out of the shotgun. Straight drop, wanting to throw for the first time. Has all day. Thrower fires over the middle. Is going to be incomplete, overthrown out near midfield. So 2nd down and 10 now for UAM. Ball spotted at their own 39-yard line. Twin receivers go wide left for Taylor. Ball will be on the right hash mark. Weevils moving from left to right. Leave it with Smith. Tristan cuts off tackle to the left side. He'll get it across the 40. Pushes a pile forward. They're finally going to blow it dead out at the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 now for Christian Taylor on the ground. And the Weevils will look at 3rd down and 4 from their own 45-yard line. 12:47 to play here in the opening quarter, and we have no score. Opening drive of the ball game. Harley Lee splits wide right out here with Isaiah Cross. Big tight end. Joshua Dixon, he'll line up as the H-back. Now he moves in motion to the wide side over on the right. Play action. Taylor throws complete to Cross out at midfield. He'll have the 1st down as he slips down. Could have got a few more yardage. Was tackled there by Cameron Thomas. Actually just put his hands on him to make sure he was down. But it is another 1st down for the Weevils. 1st and 10 at midfield. Taylor looking into the sideline at Coach Qualls. Gets the play called. Sends twin receivers wide right. End around. Going to be a handoff to Arlie Lee. Lee turns the corner. He gets across midfield to the 49. A tough yard there for Arlie on the end around.
Ball's carried by number 3, Arlie Lee.
Arlie Lee picks up a yard. Coming up to make the stop for the Reddies is Jordan Owens, the linebacker there on the outside. Nick Howard and Caleb Jacobs split wide to the left. Cross and Lee come wide right on 2nd down and 9. Tristan Smith, the lone setback. Buddy Taylor looks over the defense. Taylor straight drop, steps up in the pocket, now forced out, throws it, hit as he's thrown. Ball's going to fall incomplete, trying to get it to Nick Howard, down about the 35-yard line. He got hit from behind. Big number 44, Trenton Moore, the defensive end out of Tumble, Texas, was able to get a hand on him and knock him down as he released the football. So bring up 3rd down and long for the Weevils now. 3rd and 9 from the ready 49-yard line. Opening possession, opening drive of the game. Weevils moving from left to right, from north to south here at Convoy Leslie. Reddy's put 5 in the box. They'll bring a delayed blitz. Taylor in trouble, going to be sacked all the way back at the 42-yard line, and coming through is Gary Lewis, the defensive end from the right side. He played at Fordyce High School. He makes the sack, and the loss is all the way back to the 43-yard line where they mark it, so it'll bring up a 4th down and 16, and the Weevils are going to have to punt it away. Zachary Grassotti handles the punting duties, averaging almost 40 yards a punt. They'll send one man back deep at the 20-yard line. Grassotti gets a good snap, no pressure. High, wobbly kick. Fair catch called for up at the 25, and that's where the Reddies will have it 1st and 10. Making the fair catch up there is Devin Adams. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll mark it actually out at the 26-yard line. That's where the Reddies will have it, 1st and 10. 10:25 to play here in the opening quarter. We have no score.
On the 26-yard line.
The Reddies quarterback, Andrew Edwards, 6'3", a sophomore out of Bentonville, Arkansas. He'll line up in the shotgun formation, one back in the backfield with him. Weevils going to stack it inside. Running back hits the line. They'll push the pile out to about the 28-yard line, and that's all. On the carry was Jeremiah Davis. They're going to give him a gain of 3, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. Ball spotted right at the 29-yard line. Weevils in a 4-man front start off with here today. Running a 4-3 defense, put the outside linebacker out on the strong side. Now they'll shift. Snap the football. Flags come in. Going to come back. It's going to be a procedure call against the Reddies as they hand it off on an end around. And they get it out over the 40 to the 43-yard line. But nullify all that. There's a flag in the backfield. It was 2nd down and 7. It's going to be 2nd down and 12 as they'll mark off the 5-yard pre-snap penalty. Repeat 2nd down. See where they spot the football. They're going to spot it. Finally, there they go. Spot it back at the 24-yard line. 2nd down and 13. 2nd down and 12, make it. One receiver goes wide left out there in man-to-man coverage. Now they put another receiver out. Twins go wide right. On 2nd and long, wanting to throw. Reddy's in trouble. Gets away from it, unloads it, completes the pass short, just over the 25, out to the 27-yard line. Good job defensively there by the Weevils. Coming up to make the stop for UAM was Michael McCorvey. McCorvey, a freshman out of Bethune-Cookman. It'll be a 3rd down and 8. Gain of 4 on that last play. So 3rd and long. See if the Weevils bring pressure this time. 9:04 to play in the opening quarter. We have no score. UAM picked up a couple of 1st downs, had to punt it away on their first possession. Now the Reddies looking to go 3 and out if we can hold them here. Wanting to throw. Fires into the sideline and is going to be caught as he goes to the turf to make the catch out there at the 47. Make it to 37. That'll be a 1st down for the Reddies, and they'll move the chains. Making the snag out there was Chris Hotze.
1st and 10, Henderson.
1st and 10 for the Reddies. Ball spotted on the right hash mark. Reddy's moving from right to left from their own 37-yard line. Edwards again calls for it, hands it off right side to Davis. Davis, he's not going to get anything. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And there's a whole bunch of green jerseys all there to make the stop. Make sure he doesn't go any further. Looked like leading the way for UAM was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥 Scott, the linebacker out there for the Weevils. 2nd down and 10. Edwards will send receivers wide to the left, tight end to the short side, H-back to the wide side of the field. Davis, the lone setback. Play action. Edwards looking, going deep down the middle of the field, and he's going to overthrow everybody. Pass was intended down there for Elijah George. Defending on the play for the Weevils was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. He's a true freshman out of Mattery, Louisiana, and he had the position. He was in great position to make a play on it if it had been thrown close. So we'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 now for Henderson State. They already are 1 for 1 on 3rd down conversions. Weevils put a nickel back into the game, bring a linebacker out. Trip receivers wide left. Edwards forced out of the pocket. He'll take off, headed for the pop for the 1st down marker, and he'll get it as he steps out of bounds up at the 49-yard line. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥 Scott was given chase, just couldn't get there in time. Edwards scrambles, and they convert on 3rd down and 10. So 1st down at their own 49-yard line for the Reddies. Again, trip receivers come wide left. One goes wide right as they spread the field. Edwards calling for the snap. Going to hand it off. Right side, new running back. That's Frederick O'Donnell. O'Donnell across the 40, the 35, the 30. Going to finally step out of bounds down at the 27-yard line. Big run there. It's a 24-yard run, and they'll move the chains, and the Reddies are down knocking on the door almost at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. 7 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. First drive of the ball game for the Reddies. Weevils had to punt it away on their first possession. Empty backfield and 5 wide now for the Reddies. Edwards, straight drop. Weevils rush 4. He steps up, fires over the middle. It's complete inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Making the catch there is going to be Chris Hotsey. And on the stop for the Weevils was Demarius White, leading tackler on the team. He came up and made the tackle after a gain of 9. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1 now for Henderson State. They'll stay in the spread, it looks like. They're going to leave one back in the backfield. Twins go to either side. The running back is O'Donnell on 2nd down and 1. Now put a tight end in motion, line him up as an H-back here on the left side. Davis wanting to throw. Post pattern, complete, touchdown. Henderson State strikes first with 6:01 left to play here in this first quarter of action. They go up 6-0 as Edwards hits the pass over there to Elijah George, the wide receiver, and the extra point coming now as their kicker is on. Colby King snaps down, kicks on its way, and it is through the uprights and good. 7-0. The Reddies of Henderson State take the lead with 6:01 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more UAM football right after this timeout.
The Legacy campaign is focused on enhancing the support of student athletes through major facilities improvements. Please help support our student athletes with this major facility improvement upgrade. For more information, contact the Legacy campaign. And to learn how to donate, please contact the UAM Athletics office for more information.
Back here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium, the Weevils now trail 7-0. Henderson State puts together a 74-yard drive. Took them 11 plays, and they put it in the end zone. And they lead at 7-0. All right. Henderson State will get set to kick it off. Arlie Lee goes deep on one side. Coming deep here on the other side for the Weevils. Try to find out who that is. Number 85 for UAM. As they changed numbers, they don't have an 85. We'll try to find out who it is for you. All right, Henderson State will kick it off. High end-over-end kick. This one will be fielded at the 3-yard line and returned up over the 10 to the 15. Tries to get to the edge, hit at the 20, spun around and knocked down at the 21-yard line. Coming down on the special teams for the Reddies is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗏. And that the Weevils will start 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line, I believe, where they'll mark the football.
He is tackled on the play by number 42, 𝗗𝗜𝗏𝗏𝗏.
As Buddy Taylor will bring him out. The running back's going to be Glenn Gage this time. First and 10 Weevils from their own 26-yard line. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 our score. Henderson State in a 5-man front defensively. 2 tight ends shift to the wide side of the field, and now a whistle and timeout. No, they're going to just reset the play clock. Okay. So the Weevils will line back up. Ian Mesh is one tight end, and DJ Russell's the other tight end. They'll both shift over to the wide side, ball on the right hash mark. Taylor keeps it himself. Taylor trying to get around the corner, cuts it up. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, going to be dropped. Make it back at the 19. They started at the 21. My apologies, I can't keep up with a straight line. So they're at the 19-yard line now. It's going to be a loss of about 2 on the play. They'll move the football over on the left hash mark because that's the way Buddy Taylor ran. 2nd down and a long 10. Taylor straight drop, 3-man rush, under pressure, looking, gets away from it, fires into the sideline, incomplete. Trying to get it to his back out of the backfield, Glenn Gage. Just put too much heat on it. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now for the Weevils. Trailing 7-0. Weevils need a possession here, at least to change swap ends of the field. Need a 1st down right here on 3rd and long. Reddies will rush 3. They're going to drop 8 back in coverage. There's a whistle and a timeout now down on the field. They spotted the football back up at the 21-yard line. It's supposed to be behind the 20, back at the 19 almost. Yes, there they go. Now they get it right. The official stop play and remark the football. 3rd down and 11. Taylor straight drop. Steps up in the pocket, looks, throws deep down the field. Isaiah Cross complete at the 45. Isaiah to the 49 of UAM. 29-yard catch from Isaiah Cross. Moves the chains, and the Weevils get the 1st down. Isaiah leading receiver on this Weevil team. Up tempo now. Taylor wanting to throw again. Forced out of the pocket, scrambling to his left, looking. He'll throw this one away as he throws it up into the Reddy sideline over there just to live another down. He had a lot of pressure coming from the backside, as that was the linebacker Jordan Owens again getting through. To put the pressure on Buddy Taylor, made him get rid of it. 2nd down and 10 now. Nick Howard and Caleb Jacobs come wide right. Isaiah Cross and Arlie Lee split wide to the left. Glenn Gage is the running back. Buddy Taylor, your quarterback. Taylor looks over the defense. They'll show a 3-man front defensively. Taylor in trouble, going to get sacked back at the 44-yard line. They get the 45. And again, this time it's a defensive tackle coming through. That's big number 90, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. Dylan 𝗗𝗑𝗑𝗥. He's from Conroe, Texas, 6'2", 222 pounds. Plays that defensive tackle on a three-man front. It's a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 13 now for the Weevils. UAM 1 out of 3 on 3rd down conversion. I'll make them 2 out of 3 on 3rd down conversions here this afternoon. Mesh, the tight end, goes in motion. Taylor, straight drop. Wants to go deep down the field. Has Arlie Lee. It's underthrown. He has to come back for it, and that allows the defender to catch up to him. It would have been a 1st down if Buddy Taylor had just a little bit more arm. Wow. I mean, Arlie Lee was behind the defender by 4 yards. The ball was underthrown. He came back. When he did, it allowed the defender to get in between him and the ball, and it falls incomplete. 3:50 to play in the first quarter, 7-0 our score. Henderson State leads it. Weevils are going to punt for the 2nd time this afternoon. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 comes on to punt it away. Again, a good snap. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗑𝗏, a high, wobbly kick. Another fair catch called for. This one at the 19-yard line by Henderson State. They went 74 yards on their last possession to take a 7-0 lead. They'll have to go 81 yards this time. Hopefully the defense made some adjustments here on the sideline. We'll find a way to stop this ready offense. Henderson State comes in, averaging 32 points a ball game. Total offense, they're averaging 232 yards a game. All right, here they go on 1st down. Edwards wanting to throw. Has all day. Now forced out of the pocket. Running. He's out over the 20. Hit at the 23. Got to be upended there. And coming up to make the stop on him is going to be Demarius White. 6'2" senior out of Urbana, Arkansas. He went to Smackover High School. Had a good career here at UAM. Comes up a gain of 4 on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. So 2nd and 6 now for the Reddies. This time Edwards will hand it off. That's Davis, the running back. He's across the 25. He'll be out near the 1st down marker, out near the 29-yard line. See where they spot it. It'll depend on the spot if he got the 1st down. It is going to be enough for a 1st down. So they'll move the chains and keep the drive alive. And that's Jeremiah Davis on the carry for them. He'll stay in the game at running back. They go with a bunch set here to the near side of the field. Ball on the left hash mark. One receiver split wide left. Play action. Rolling right. Edwards looking. Throws back over the middle. It's complete at the 45. Out to the 49-yard line. Making the catch there is 𝗗𝗏𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. And he was just across the middle running a drag route. Edwards was able to find him. They'll move the chains. That'll be another 1st down for the Reddies out near midfield at the 49-yard line, their own 49. Had a UAM player shaken up a little bit on the play. Looks like his helmet came off as well. A little groggy walking. He's going to come off the field, and that's going to be Michael McCorvey. Checking into the ball game to replace him is going to be Robert Iverson. As they'll help McCorvey come off the field, talking to him. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Reddies when play resumes from their own 49-yard line. 2:28 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 our score. Henderson State has the lead. And the football. Their quarterback, Andrew Edwards, out of Bentonville. Hands it off to Davis, right side. UAM's got him stopped at the line of scrimmage, holding on for dear life for the Weevils to make the stop over there is Michael Pope. He's 6'3", a junior out of Edmond, Oklahoma. He got the penetration, forced it to the outside, was able to make the tackle there. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 now for Henderson State. They'll put it back on the right hash mark. Weevils defense trying to make a stop. 2nd down and 10. There was a penalty, however, on the play against the Weevils, and I didn't see the flag, but they're going to mark it off against UAM. And that'll be an automatic 1st down as they'll mark a 15-yard penalty off against the Weevils and mark it down to the 36-yard line. Man, you get a good defensive play and have a penalty, and negates that good defensive play, gives the other team a 1st down at the Weevil 36-yard line. Davis, the lone setback. Edwards, the quarterback. Tight end comes in, lines up as a fullback. They'll take the snap, hand it off to Davis. Davis loses a football. It's on the ground. It's going to be scooped up at the 20. Back to the 25, the 30, and run out of bounds. That's Greg Hooks who got the scoop. I'm not sure who knocked the ball loose from Davis, but it went flying down the field. And that's a huge turnover with Henderson State leading 7-0 on the move. They've just gotten a big 1st down off of a penalty. The Weevils offense is going to get it right back out at the 35-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark it at the 31. So it'll be 1st and 10 Weevils, the offense. Your defense is giving you a gift. You got to take advantage of it. Isaiah Cross and Arlie Lee split wide to the left. Tight into that side as well. Buddy Taylor, the quarterback. Tristan Smith is the running back. Going to hand it off to him. A little delayed handoff. Lets it open up. He's across the 35, 40, 45, midfield, and pushed out of bounds. Up at the 43-yard line. They say where he stepped out of bounds. Weevils there on the sideline are trying to say he didn't step out there. It was up near midfield. The officials are going to mark it back at the 44-yard line. That's still good for 12 yards and a 1st down. 1st and 10 Weevils. Out at their own 44. Big run by Tristan Smith that time. On 1st down, handed off to Smith again. Again, waiting for the hole to open up. Finds a little seam. He'll get it across the 45, out to the 46. A gain of only 2. And coming up to make the stop on him was Tim Jennings, the defensive back. Also in there on the stop for the Reddies was Tyler Strain. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now for the Weevils. Ball spotted at their own 46-yard line. Ian Mesh is your tight end. He lines up as the H-back. Twin receivers wide left. Now Mesh moves over to the wide side. Lines up there. They hand it off Smith. Come back on the backside. Smith out near midfield. He's going to gain 4. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 now for the Weevils. 7-0 our score. 45 seconds remain. Henderson State with the 7-point lead here as we come down to the end of the 1st period. Weevils have had to punt it twice this afternoon. Henderson State scored on their 1st possession and then had a turnover. And the Weevils trying to capitalize following the fumble recovery. On 3rd and 4. Arlie Lee comes in motion. Play action. Buddy Taylor throws over the middle. It's complete to Nick Howard. An acrobatic catch down at the 42 of Henderson State. And that'll move the chains. And that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. It's 7-0. The Weevils on the move. 1st and 10 at the Henderson State 42-yard line as time expires here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The first 15 minutes is in the books. We're headed for the 2nd quarter with the Weevils on the move right after this timeout.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Our score, Henderson State 7, UAM 0. Fans, the UAM Sports Network provides live play-by-play coverage for all of UAM's football games, all GAC basketball games, and any postseason games for volleyball, baseball, and softball. If you can't make the game, tune in to KHPN FM 93.7.
7-0, Henderson State has the lead. Through the first quarter of play, UAM had 11 yards rushing. Henderson State 39 yards rushing. Passing, UAM with 5 and Henderson State with 40. That hadn't been updated yet, because that pass there was good for 22 yards and a first down for the Weevils. 1st and 10 at the 42 of Henderson State. Mesh again goes in motion, lines up as the tight end on the right side. Taylor straight drop, has time, hit as he releases the football, and somebody just got an arm up just enough to deflect it. It'll fall incomplete and bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for UAM from the ready 42-yard line. Caleb Jacobs along with Nick Howard split wide left. Harley Lee and Isaiah Cross are wide right. Ball's on the left hash mark. Weevils moving from right to left here in this second quarter, from south to north. Heading into the field house, the Weevil field house. On 2nd down and 10. Taylor, straight drop. They rush 3 again. Dumps it underneath to Tristan and just overthrows him a little bit off his fingertips. He wouldn't have got much anyway. The defenders were going to be there. And coming up quickly for Henderson State was Fred Lewis, the linebacker, and Josh Brown, the defensive back. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 now for UAM. 3rd and long from the 42 of Henderson State. They trail 7-0, just underway to start the second quarter. Smith, the lone setback. This time Henderson State brings the blitz. Taylor, they hold him out. Now he's covered up and he's going to be sacked. For the second time this afternoon, Buddy Taylor gets sacked, this time back at the 48-yard line of Henderson State. That'll be a loss of 6 on the play, and the Weevils will have to punt it away again and try to play field position. Couldn't take advantage of the turnover. They still trail 7-0. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 for the 3rd time will come on to punt it away. Back deep will be Devin Adams for Henderson State. Low snap. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗡 picks it up, gets the punt off. It's a high end-over-end kick, going to be short. It'll hit at the 21 and be down right there as it started to take a ready bounce. And down there for the special teams, that's Ben Colligan, one of the tight ends down there on the special teams to cover the football. The Reddies will get it 1st and 10, just outside their own 20-yard line. They lead 7-0. They scored on their first possession, went 74 yards, turned it over on their second possession. But the Weevils, with 3 possessions here in the first half, have not put any points on the board. Couldn't take advantage of that turnover a moment ago. Andrew Edwards, the quarterback. He's a redshirt sophomore out of Bentonville for Henderson State. He'll take the snap. A little quick wide receiver screen, complete out over the 25, and got to be downed out there. Coming up defensively, Joshua McGarity, the junior out of Covington, Tennessee, making the stop. As making the catch out there for the Reddies was Micah Green. Gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Spotted out at the 26-yard line. 2nd down and 4 for the Reddies. They come to the line of scrimmage, no huddle. In the backfield is Frederick O'Donnell to hand it, play action over the middle, wide open, the tight end out at the 45, midfield. Nobody's going to catch him at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Reddies, as that is Caden Davis, the tight end. He came across and nobody picked him up. Wide open, 20 yards down the field, and he carries it over. 13-12 to play before halftime. And the Reddies are up 13-0. The extra point unit is out there. Colby King does the kicking. Hottest does the holding. Snaps down, kicks on its way, and it's good. It's 14-0. Henderson State has opened up the lead to 2 scores with 13-12 to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more UAM football right after this. Well, 14-0, the Reddies take them 5 plays to go 79 yards. And they're on the board again. They lead at 14-0 as we await the kickoff. Don't forget, next week we're on the road. We travel to Oklahoma to take on Oklahoma Baptist. That will be next Saturday at 2 o'clock kickoff. Our remaining schedule looks like this. We're on the road, Oklahoma Baptist next week. Back at home against Southern Nazarene on November the 4th. And then on November the 11th is the Battle of the Timberlands with Southern Arkansas in Magnolia. That'll wrap up the regular season. 3 games remaining after today. Henderson State gets set to kick it off. LaRodrick Scott back deep on one side. This one's high. It's going to go to Hooks at the 15. Greg up over the 20, 25. He'll be hit and brought down there at the 26-yard line. That's where the Weevils will have it 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. With 13:06 to play before halftime, Weevils down 14-0. The offense has got to get some points on the boards this possession.
Ball is placed on the 26
1st and 10, Weevils at their own 26-yard line. Buddy Taylor stays in at the quarterback spot. Nope, I'm wrong there. Going to go with Arlie Lee. He'll take the direct snap. Arlie, normally the wide receiver, is a redshirt freshman out of Stuttgart. He'll put a man in motion. Lee gets the snap. Arlie's going to keep it himself. Arlie trying to get to the edge. Henderson State's got him bottled up. He'll get it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, out to the 27. Give him a good spot out at the 28-yard line, a gain of 2. Henderson State came quickly from to the outside and never allowed that play to develop. 2nd down and 8. Ball spotted at the Weevil 27-yard line. Yeah. Buddy Taylor back in at the quarterback spot. Buddy's going to hand it off. Tristan Smith got a hold. He's across the 30. Breaks a tackle to the 32-yard line. They'll finally bring him down at the 33. Coming up to make the stop for Henderson State, there's Jacob Neal. It'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 3 now for the Boll Weevils. Need to get almost out to the 37 for a 1st down. Ball just outside the 33-yard line. 11:57 to play in the first half. 14-0 our score. Henderson State with the lead. Weevils with the football. Lee was in at running back or at quarterback again, and now Henderson State has called a timeout, I believe. Let's see.
Fans, make sure to stay up to date with the latest news and information surrounding UAM.
It is a timeout called by Henderson State. But we'll take it with them and be back with more UAM football right after this timeout.
You can sign up for email alerts, find the latest game previews and recaps, as well as schedules, rosters, links, and statistics to live coverage. Catch UAM Athletics on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
14-0. Henderson State with the lead. Weevils with the football. Looking at 3rd down and 3. Ball is spotted at their own 33-yard line. They need to get just shy of the 42. So it's really a 3rd and a long 3. Henderson State took the time out there with 11:49 to play here before halftime. UAM had put Harley Lee back in at the quarterback spot. He'll stay in now. He'll line up in the wild Weevil, normally a wide receiver. Christian Smith lines up to his right. Ball will be on the left hash mark. They'll overload the right side, the wide side of the field. Going to run to that side. Harley hit behind the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get the first down as they'll get no gain on the play. Actually going to mark it right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. It'll bring up a 4th down and 3. And right now the Weevils, here comes the punting unit on. For the 4th time this afternoon, the Weevils will have to punt it away. 14-0 our score. 11:20 to play here in the first half. Henderson State will send back Devin Adams. He'll stand at his own 30-yard line to await the punt of 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. 𝗗𝗜𝗏𝗏 calling for it. Gets a good snap this time. This time he booms one. Turns it over. It'll drive him all the way back to the 15-yard line. Takes a ready bounce back up to the 19. And it's going to be down there at the 19-yard line. Boy, 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏 got a foot into that one. That's going to be a 56-yard punt. Actually, it went further than that, almost 60 yards. And then it took the bounce coming back up the field right at the 20-yard line where the Weevils downed it. So 1st and 10 for Henderson State. Again, at their own 20-yard line. But they have marched it down the field on 2 possessions this afternoon. The Weevils have not stopped them yet. The only time that they did not score was when they turned it over on a fumble. One to throw. Edwards straight drop. Has time going deep down the field. Got a man open at the 40 of UAM. He's caught. He'll make it all the way down to the 30 and finally inside the 30. They got to be down there at the 28-yard line of UAM. Making the catch is Micah Green. Got behind the secondary and was able to haul it in. Chain gang a little slow in getting down the field before they get set up. They finally do. 1st and 10 readies now at the Weevil. 28-yard line. Handed off left side. Big hole at the 20, the 15. Down to the 10-yard line. Still on his feet and finally brought down at the 6-yard line as the ball carrier is Frederick O'Donnell. And O'Donnell just muzzled his way through the line of scrimmage and then took off. They'll mark him down at the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal to go for the Reddies here with 9:52 to play before half, leading 14-7. And Henderson State hitting on all cylinders or knocking on the door. This time Edwards will have 2 men in the backfield, one on either side of him, behind him. Fumbles the football. Edwards picks it up. He'll fall forward back at the 10-yard line. It's going to be a loss on the play. Coming through for the Weevils to make sure he didn't go anywhere is big Alfreni Hankins, the junior out of Charleston, Mississippi. They'll bring up 2nd and goal now from the 11, make it the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 10. So a loss of 3 on that play. This time the Reddies go with 1 back in the backfield, O'Donnell. He'll line up on the right side, now back up in the pistol formation. Bunch set to the right. Play action. Rolling to his right. Edwards going to run for the pylon. He's at the 5. Weevils hit him at the 2. He'll be knocked out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. Coming up and losing his helmet for the Weevils to make the stop over there. That was Jalen Gilliard. He laid the lick, but took like he took the worst part of it. His helmet came off. It stopped Edwards from getting into the end zone. It'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 2 now for the Reddies. They're going to bring the tight ends in, the big back, big guy. They go with a tight end and an H-back to the short side of the field on the right. O'Donnell, the running back. They shift the tight ends to the wide side now. Edwards calling for it. keeps it himself, right side. He'll walk into the end zone as everybody bit for the strong side run, and they run it back to the weak side. Wasn't anybody home. So Andrew Edwards, the quarterback, walks in from 2 yards out. Reddies go up 20-0 here with 8:16 to play in the first half. And the extra point unit is on. Snap is down, kicks on its way, and it's good. 21-0. Henderson State has extended their lead here in the first half. Weevils struggling on offense. Will need to get something going. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Fans, your Weevil football team will host Southern Nazarene University for Senior Day and Agriculture Day, presented by BASF in Mid-South Seed on November 4th. Kickoff will be at 2 p.m.
Henderson State extends their lead 21-0. A big pass play aided that drive. The quarterback went in from 2 yards out to seal it off, Andrew Edwards. And now we got a delay, an official timeout down on the field. Both teams are still on the sideline. I believe the head umpire, his microphone has not worked correctly this afternoon. That may be what they're trying to work on. But Henderson State will get set to kick it off, leading 21-0. They scored on 3 of their 4 possessions here in the first half. Weevils just can't get it motivated and generating like they need to on offense. They picked up and moved the football, but can't put any points on the board. Arlie Lee will go back deep on one side for the Weevils. As getting set to kick it off, Colby King for Henderson State. Warm afternoon in the mid to upper 80s here this afternoon. Bright sunshiny skies, and there's the kickoff. And Arlie Lee going to field it at the 10, up to the 15, the 20, the 25, spins across the 30, still on his feet, trying to get outside to the 40. He'll make it to the 43-yard line. Great return by Arlie Lee. It'll be a 37-yard return, and the Weevils will have it 1st and 10 up at their own 43-yard line. Best starting field position they've had. 8:06 to go here in the first half. 21-0. Henderson State leads it. Got a new receiver in, Jordan Mansfield, a sophomore out of Bastrop. He'll split wide to the right out there with Isaiah Cross. Caleb Jacob and Nick Howard come wide left on 1st and 10. Buddy Taylor, straight drop. Taylor in trouble now, forces to run, running to his right, throws it deep down the right sideline. It's going to be caught by Isaiah at the 30. He'll be bumped down at the 27-yard line, and Isaiah may have the wind knocked out of him. They're going to help him up over there. Well, bring it all back. There's a flag. Oh, man. Let's see if we can get the call from the official if his mic is working. They bring the play back. Mark it back at the original line of scrimmage. I don't know what went on. There was no flag. Well, all right. And it's a loss of down, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. I guess he didn't hold on to it. Maybe it ruled incomplete. That must have been the case. Weevils will have the football. 2nd down and 10. Now there is a delay of game called against the Weevils. Back judge threw his flag. The play clock down to 0.
It's 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, delay a game. 5-yard penalty called against the Weevils, so it'll be 2nd down and 15. My goodness. Isaiah Cross is going to come off the field and holding his left shoulder a little gingerly. Caleb Jacobs will check in. So Mansfield and Jacobs split wide to the right. It's like Nick Howard comes wide left. Weevils looking at 2nd down and 15. Glenn Cage, the lone setback. Taylor takes the snap, option right side, pitches it to Cage. Cage trying to get to the edge. He's across the 40, out to the 45, up the right sideline, and finally going to be knocked out of bounds. Up at the 46-yard line. So a gain of 9 on the play. Bring up 3rd down and about 7. Make it a gain of 8. 3rd and 7 on the play. Yeah, 3rd down and 7. A gain of 8 on that last run by Glenn Cage. So 3rd down and 7 from their own 46-yard line. Taylor again out of the gun. Straight drop. Goes deep down the right sideline. Trying to go down the right sideline. He overthrows Nick Howard. Run a straight fly pattern. The redshirt freshman quarterback felt the pressure coming, just unloaded it. So the Weevils will have to punt it away again here with 7:16 to play before halftime. This will be their 5th punt of the afternoon. 21-0. Henderson State leads it. Again, they scored on 3 of their 4 possessions. Weevils got to find a way to stop them. The only time they did was when the Reddies turned it over on a fumble. But UAM could not take advantage of it. Gsadi gets a good snap. Another high booming kick. Fair catch called for back inside the 20 at the 18-yard line as Adams will make the catch there. And that's where the Reddies will start 1st and 10. Their average starting position has been right around the 20-yard line, but they have put together 3 scoring drives that are almost 80 yards apiece. One's a 79, a 74, and an 81-yard scoring drive. Here this afternoon with 7:10 to play here before halftime. It is 21-0. Henderson State leading. Edwards will stay at quarterback. That is Andrew Edwards. Let's see who his running back is. We can get a number on him. Edwards is wanting to throw, though. Edwards looking, throwing a deep out route. It's going to be incomplete. Almost caught out there by Chris Hottis. Almost made a one-handed catch. Defending on the play, their closest Weevil was Joshua McGarity. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now for the Reddies. That's O'Donnell in at running back. They'll go with trip receivers wide right. One goes wide left. Weevils in a 4-man front defensively, but Edwards has had time to throw the ball. Play action, quick hitter, complete out over the 25, out to the 28-yard line. Is making the catch there is Jackson, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. Slinging him down, Demarius White. It's going to be out at the 28-yard line. That was good for 10 yards and a 1st down for the Reddies. We're down to 6:35 left to go here before half. Henderson State with a 21-point lead. Ja'Karius Scott checks in defensively now as a linebacker for the Boll Weevils. Edwards hands it off. O'Donnell left side. He'll turn it up, get it out close to the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the run. The Weevils pile him up right there. And getting up off the bottom of the pile for UAM is Tavante Bond. 2nd down and 8 now for Henderson State. Alfreni Hankins is going to check into the ball game defensively as Michael Pope will come out. He'll anchor this defensive end spot on the wide side of the field. Left side of that defensive line. Edwards calling for the snap, play action, wanting to throw, has all day. Now forced out of the pocket. He'll keep it himself. He's out over the 30, the 35. Going to be bumped out of bounds right at the first down marker. We'll see where they mark him out of bounds. I believe he does have it out at the 39-yard line. Nope, they say he's a yard shy at the 37 where he stepped out of bounds. Needed to get to the 38. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 now for Henderson State. Leading 21-0. Ball spotted at their own 37-yard line. 2 tight end set. 1 receiver comes wide. 1 goes wide left. The running back is Jeremiah Davis this time. He'll line up in the pistol formation behind Edwards. And now the Reddies are going to have to call a timeout. 5:03 to play in the half. It's 21-0. Henderson State with the lead. We'll be back in just a moment.
Exclusive private fundraising arm of UAM Athletics. Its mission is to raise private funds to support the 300 Bo Weevil and 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 student athletes in competition on and off the field. Annual memberships start at $50. Visit UAMSports.com to learn more about the UAM Sports Association and become a member and invest in UAM Athletics today. Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never mess with. Young people, I never did the building that I was hustling when they called the police on me. I was trying to make the place with one dog. People's on the struggle, you know what I'm saying?
On 3rd down and 1, the Reddies hand it off up the middle. That's going to be Davis. Davis across the 40 out to the 45-yard line. He'll have the 1st down yardage and more as he'll pick up 7 on the play. And they'll move the chains out to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Reddies now as they lead at 21-0. 4:40 left to play here in the first half. They'll go with trip receivers wide to the left. Ball on the right hash mark. Reddies moving from left to right here in the second period. Edwards calling for the snap. Wide receiver screen. Going to be complete out there to Jackson. Jackson across midfield, and he'll be bumped out of bounds in Weevil territory at the 48-yard line.
Ball's carried by number 1.
So that'll be a gain of 7 on the play.
He runs out of bounds.
And bring up a 2nd down and 3 now for Henderson State. So 2nd and 3. They spread the field with twin receivers to either side. Put Davis in motion. Empty backfield. Fired across the middle. It's complete again to Jackson. 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓 Jackson across the 40. He'll have another Henderson State 1st down. Is finally chasing him down and making the tackle there is Taylor Collins, a freshman out of Allen, Texas, making the stop for the Bo Weevils. 1st and 10 Reddies. 3:44 to play here in the first half from the Weevil 39-yard line. Edwards calling for the snap. Edwards hands it off straight ahead. Davis, he's got big holes at the 35, the 30, 25, 20, down all the way to the 15-yard line of UAM, and finally wrestling down there is going to be Robert Iverson. He'll finally bring him down, but it'll be 1st and goal to go. Now they say his knee touched at the 16-yard line the first time his knee touched down. So 1st and 10. They quickly hand it off again to Davis. Davis carries it down to the 15. He's going to be stopped there. There's big Alfrini Hankins making the stop on him. Gain of about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Now for Henderson State. Under 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. 2:45 actually. 21-0. Henderson State lead it. They're in the red zone. 2nd and 9 from the Weevil 15-yard line. O'Donnell checks back in at the running back spot. Edwards wanting to throw, throws it into the flat. It's going to be tipped in the air and falls to the ground, incomplete. Pass intended there for Jody Easter. Actually hit him on the shoulder pad, went into the air. Wasn't a Weevil there to make it, scoop it up. 3rd down and 9 from the 15 now. The clock will stop with 2:27 left to go with that incomplete pass. Henderson State does have 1 timeout remaining as they lead it 21-0. And trying to go up by more here just before half. Edwards sends a man in motion. Straight drop. Weevils rush 4. Force him out of the pocket. Edwards will scramble. He'll keep it himself. He'll get it inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. He's going to be brought down there. And it looks like that was, who made the stop there? I think it was Demarius White. So it'll bring up a 4th down, a gain of only 1. 4th down and 8, and they're going to try a field goal. This will be a 31-yard attempt from the left hash mark. The kicker, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, got the leg. See if he can get the accuracy. Snaps down, kicks on its way, and it is no good. Went wide to the left. No good, so the Weevil defense holds here just before halftime with 1:45 to play. And the Weevils offense will come back out onto the field, trailing 21-0. Henderson State deferred in the first half, so they're going to get the football to start the third quarter. So UAM's going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line when play resumes. Hey, again, we'll be on the road next Saturday. It's a 2 o'clock kickoff from Oklahoma Baptist. They're in Shawnee, Oklahoma. We'll be on the road. Then we're back at home against Southern Nazarene on the 4th of November. And on the road to Magnolia to Southern Arkansas on the 11th. And that'll wrap up the regular season for 2023 here for the Weevils. Next week will be a travel week for me. On Friday night, I'll follow the Warren Lumberjacks over to West Helena for a 7 o'clock kickoff on Friday night, and then be in Shawnee, Oklahoma on Saturday for a 2 o'clock kickoff for UAM. Those of you that have followed UAM football with us this year, we have had a color analyst helping us on the broadcast, Mr. Sam Johnson, Coach Sam Johnson, retired official, and he had a slip this morning and broke his foot. So he's in the hospital. We're going to send out prayers to him and a word that hopefully he gets well soon. 1st and 10 for the Weevils from their own 20-yard line. 1:45. UAM has all 3 timeouts to their credit here if they elect to use them. Buddy Taylor, your quarterback. Twins on either side. Taylor straight drop. Pressure coming. He's in trouble. He's going to be sacked back at the 15-yard line. That'll be the 3rd sack of the afternoon on Buddy Taylor. He's had a couple of other hurries and rushes, but that's the 3rd sack of the afternoon by that Henderson State defensive front 3 or front 4. Right now they're rushing 3, sometimes bringing a linebacker on a delayed blitz. 2nd and 15. Throws, it's intercepted out to 25. Return to the 20. Down to the 17-yard line. Is making the interception out here for Henderson State is Josh Brown.
Pass is intercepted. Number 29.
With 1:09 remaining, Henderson State's going to get the football back inside the red zone at the 17-yard line, leading 21-0. And boy, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, the Weevils throw a pick. And the Reddies will have it 1st and 10 at the Weevil 17-yard line. So their offense gets another opportunity here. With 1:09, they do have 1 timeout. Andrew Edwards, the quarterback. Running back is O'Donnell this time. He'll line up in the tailback spot. Put the tight end in motion, line him up on the short side. Edwards hands it off O'Donnell. O'Donnell behind that big offensive line, carries it inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4. Moves it right in the middle of the field. So we go under a minute left to play. And Henderson State lines up quickly. They move O'Donnell over to the left side of his quarterback, Edwards. Weevils up with a 3-man front. Edwards wanting to throw, dumps it off to O'Donnell out of the backfield, wide open, 5-yard touchdown, Henderson State. With 39 seconds remaining, the Reddies take advantage of the interception. Takes them 2 plays to go 17 yards, and they're up 27-0 here just before the half as their kicker comes on. Kobe King, been perfect on extra points this afternoon. The snap's down, kicks on its way, and it is good. 28-0 our score. Henderson State leads it. 39 seconds left to play before half. We'll return to Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium in just a moment. The Reddies take advantage of the turnover, the interception, 17 yards and 2 plays, extend their lead, 28-0. A high short kick, fair catch going to be called for by Ian Mesh. Up near the 18, make it the 19-yard line, I believe, where they'll mark it at the 20. Official keeps walking around. If UAM offense back on with 39 seconds. Actually, it'd be at the 25 because he called for the fair catch. So they'll mark it at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Glenn Gage, the running back. Buddy Taylor, your quarterback. Weevils just going to hand it off to Glenn Cage. Cage over the left tackle. Going to get it out to the 26 or maybe the 27.
Number 37.
Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now. And the Weevils use one of their timeouts, or actually we've got a player shaken up for UAM. One of the wide receivers. Looks like that's Nick Howard. He was out here blocking for Cage. Got rolled up on. So the coaches and trainers going to come out and check on Nick Howard. As they check on him. We'll keep it right here. I think it won't be too long of an injury timeout. This is Pink Out Day. A lot of pink in the stands on both sides. Of course, October is Breast Care Awareness Month. They got to get Nick up on his feet. Going to favor his right leg a little bit as he comes off gingerly. Weevils will be looking at 2nd down and 8. Ball spotted at their own 27-yard line. Trailing 28-0 here with 25 seconds to go before halftime. Ian Mesh in at the tight end spot. He'll line up on the wide side. As an H-back, twin receivers go wide right. Taylor. Buddy Taylor, the quarterback. Hand play action, throws a quick out route. It's going to be complete out over the 30, out to the 31, and step out of bounds. That's Jordan Mansfield, the sophomore out of Bastrop, Louisiana, making the catch here this afternoon. Taylor took a shot, though, right after he released the football. He's a little slow in getting up, and that's going to be the end of the first half. 30 minutes of football is in the books here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. Henderson State's got a 28-0 lead over the Boll Weevils here on this Saturday afternoon. Both teams head toward the locker room. We'll take a break and come back with halftime for you when we return in just a moment.
Fans, we now direct your attention to the 50-yard line to recognize our game day sponsors. South Arkansas Rehab, represented today by owner Nat Grubbs. We are being accompanied by Assistant Athletic Director for External Affairs and Game Day Operations, Mark Jumps, as well as UAM Chancellor Dr. Peggy Doss, who is presenting them with a commemorative football helmet for their sponsorship of today's game. And we thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
We're back here at halftime at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium on the campus of UAM, where the Reddies of Henderson State have a 28-0 lead here at the halftime. They scored on 4 of their 6 possessions here in the first half, and they took advantage of that interception there right at the end of the half. Took them 2 plays to go 17 yards and put them up 28-0 here at the half. As looking at some league standings coming into today, you had Harding at 7-0, Ouachita at 6-1, Southern Arkansas is at 6-1, Henderson State at 5-2, Oklahoma Baptist at 4-3. Then you had Arkansas Tech, East Central, Southeastern Oklahoma, and Southern Nazarene all at 3-4. Arkansas Monticello's at 2-5. Northwestern and Southwestern are both winless on the year going into today's matchups here this afternoon. And I think Northwest and Southwest play one another tonight at 7 o'clock, so one of those will come out with a victory this afternoon. But I guess the big game in the conference today, Ouachita Baptist is taking on Southern Arkansas, I believe, today. And I'll check on that just to make sure that I am correct. Of course, Harding knocked off Ouachita last week pretty convincingly to move to 7-0 on the season, stay undefeated in Great American Conference play. We're here at halftime at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The pride of South Arkansas is taken to the field. We're going to see if we can pick up some of the band here at halftime to help us kill a little time here at halftime. And we'll look at stats a little bit later on. Have some word from our sponsors coming up here in just a little bit. As the pride of South Arkansas, UAM marching band out here before a good crowd this afternoon.
Continue under the famous ballad, What a Wonderful World, recorded in 1967 by Louis Armstrong. His recording was inducted
maybe they'll get
into
to
the
him
Grammy Hall of Fame in
just a minute. They're
1999.
doing all the introductions out there on the field. We got 28-0 our score. Henderson State has the lead over your Boll Weevils here this afternoon at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium.
And now, under the field direction of Anna Stinnett, we hope you enjoy this rendition of A Night in New Orleans.
Nobody's getting, even in Arkansas, you ain't got two. And it's just one of everything.
I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break. Jason back at the station. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more on our halftime show here from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium right after this timeout. Back here at halftime at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium, the Weevils trail Henderson State by a score of 28-0 here at the half. Let's look at the numbers for you in the first half. UAM with 5 first downs. Henderson State with 15. Henderson has run the ball 19 times for 140 yards. UAM 17 times for 25 yards on the day. And then passing yards. Henderson State 12 of 15, no interceptions, 230 yards through the air. The Weevils 5 of 15 with 1 interception, 49 yards. Total offense here in the first half. Henderson State played 34 plays, 370 yards on the day. UAM 32 plays and 74 yards. As UAM did force a turnover, returned it 11 yards, but could not take advantage of that. Henderson State had that 1 interception. It took them only 2 plays to go 17 yards for the score on the afternoon. Henderson State's 4 of 5 on third down conversions. They've had the football 15 minutes and 38 seconds of the first half. Weevils are 4 of 9 on third down conversion, and they have had the football 14 minutes and 22 seconds of the first half. Henderson State did not have to punt. Weevils had 5 punts for a little over a 35-yard average per punt. Penalties been pretty clean. 1 for 5 yards against Henderson State, 2 for 20 against the Weevils. So it's been a pretty clean ball game here this afternoon. Red zone scores, of course, Henderson State 3 of 4 on the afternoon. UAM has not made it across midfield but one time and made it to the 47-yard line, then ended up getting a sack to push them back on their side of the 50-yard line. In the deepest penetration the Weevils have had this afternoon. We are at halftime. The pride of South Arkansas playing for the home crowd. We'll listen to some of that now.
Conversation after who's the guy
UAM Marching Band performing before the crowd here on this Saturday afternoon. Weevils have one more home game coming up in the regular season. That'll be on Saturday, November the 4th. We'll host Southern Nazarene here at a 2 o'clock kickoff on that Saturday, November 4th. Next week, we're on the road to Oklahoma Baptist, and then we finish up the regular season at Magnolia at Southern Arkansas. We'll come back and look at some individual numbers here in the first half. We'll return in just a moment.
And now is a special treat. The Weevil Marching Band will perform a sneak peek of next week's game's Band Day show, The Music of Metallica. The album Master of Puppets is widely considered to be one of the greatest and most influential metal albums of all time. In 2015, Master of Puppets became the first metal recording to be selected by the Library of Congress for preservation in the National Recording Registry for being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. We hope you enjoy Master of Puppets.
I'll tell you what, it's good to see the
Nothing our score here at the half. The Henderson State Reddies with the lead over the Boll Weevils here at halftime. Looking at some individual numbers for you. First of all, for Henderson State, Frederick O'Donnell leading the way on the ground. 5 carries for 75 yards. He's averaging 15 yards a touch. Jeremiah Davis had 7 carries for 35 yards on the afternoon. And then Andrew Edwards, the cornerback, 7 carries for 33. Passing, Edwards has gone 12 of 15, no interceptions, 230 yards through the air. And then we have receiving. Timon Jackson leading the way for them. Been targeted 4 times, has 4 catches, 46 yards.
Students at this time,
Caden Davis, 2 catches for 78 yards, and Curtis Hatzis, 3 catches for 18. Micah Green, 1 catch for 51. The UAM, Christian Smith leading the way. On the ground, 7 carries, 36 net yards here in the first half. That's 5.1 yards per carry. Trey Carter's had 1 for 7. Arlie Lee, 3 carries for 3 yards. And Glenn Cage, 1 for 2. Buddy Taylor, 5 of 15 passing this afternoon. 1 interception. 49 total yards of passing offense here this afternoon. Longest came on a 28-yard pass play that was to Isaiah Cross. And Isaiah leads the way. He's got 4 targets, 2 catches for 33 yards. Nick Howard, 1 catch for 8, and Glenn Cage, 1 for 8. Jordan Mansfield, 1 for no gain. Recapping the scoring for you, it's been all Henderson State. As UAM took the first possession, got the kickoff, picked up a couple of first downs, and punted it away. It pinned Henderson State back at their own 26-yard line. They end up going 9 plays, 74 yards, took them 4 minutes and 24 seconds on their first possession of the afternoon. They go up 7-0 as King added the extra point. And then with 51 seconds left to go in the first quarter. That was a 2-play, 80-yard drive. Took 51 seconds. They went up 14-0 there at the end of the first quarter. That was calls from a big play, a 74-yard pass play to Davis from Edwards. That set up that touchdown for them. Their third score came with 2:37 left to go in the first half. 5-play, 80-yard drive. And again, another big long run and a big pass play on that possession as well. Puts them up 21-0 with just 2:37 to go. On the next possession, the Weevils threw an interception, and Henderson State got it back at the Weevil 17-yard line. A 13-yard pass to O'Donnell out of the backfield from Edwards. And with 30 seconds to go in the half, they went up 28-0, and that's where we stand here at the half. Henderson State leads your UAM Boll Weevils here at the half. We'll take a break. We'll come back in just a moment. Back here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium, 28-0 our score here at the half. Need to give a shout out to Mr. Stuart Pearson. He's listening to us here at the stadium. He does provide color for our Friday night high school coverage of Star City football. So we want to give a big shout out to Mr. Stewart joining us and down in the crowd listening to our broadcast. Thank you. For those of you that are bearing with us on this 28-0 lead for Henderson State here this afternoon on the UAM Weevil Network. It's been tough to swallow the last couple of games for UAM, but this one we knew was going to be a tough one coming in with Henderson State coming off that 1-point loss last week to Southern Arkansas, going to 5-2 in conference play, while the Weevils are 2-5 in conference play. Henderson State's going to get the football to start the third quarter. They deferred to the second half. Hopefully UAM's defense has made some changes and can get a stop on the first possession. We'll find out after we take this time out and come back with the start of the second half for you in just a moment.
Take you to his mansion in
$28-0 as we get set to start the third quarter. Henderson State will get the football as UAM gets set to kick it off. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 handles the punting duties and almost all the kickoff duties as well. Henderson State, first time them to receive a kickoff here this afternoon. And looks like they'll have Jacqueline Zachary back deep on one side. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, a high kick. Going to be short, hits at the 20, picked up by 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 out to 20, out to the 22, and great coverage down the field. He's not going to go anywhere. As he'll be down right there at the 21-yard line. Good hustle on the special teams by UAM to get down. And Henderson State will once again start at their own 22-yard line, 1st and 10. They have put together drives this afternoon of 74, 80, and 80. And then one of 17. They'll leave their starting quarterback in. That's Andrew Edwards. O'Donnell is the lone setback. Going to hand it off to him straight ahead. Nope, they got a new running back. It's number 8, Corian Burrell. He's a junior out of Beaumont, Texas. He'll carry straight ahead out to the 26. A gain of 5 on the play. Make it 2nd down and 5 now for Henderson State. Just to start the third quarter, 28-0. Henderson State leads it. They'll send trip receivers wide left. Weevil showing blitz. They're going to hand it off again straight ahead. O'Keefe out over the 30. He'll be out to the 32. That'll be right at the first down marker. He'll have it. It'll be 1st and 10 for Henderson State as they'll move the chains. That's Burrell, Corian Burrell. On the carry, moves the chain. 2 plays, 10 yards. As Edwards again works out of the shotgun now for Henderson State. Moves his tight end over to the wide side of the field. Wanting to throw. Edwards running to his right, being chased. Throws it underneath, complete. It's going to be a short gain of a yard. Giving chase for the Boll Weevils and putting the pressure on the quarterback was Michael Pope. Big defensive lineman from Edmond, Oklahoma, but he was able to complete it for a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9. And he hit his tight end who was hanging around there on the sideline. 2nd down and 9 now for Henderson State. They're moving from left to right in this third quarter. North to south. He'll put Jackson in motion. He'll line up on the wide side of the field to the left. Edwards wanting to throw again. Looking, fires to the sideline, complete to Jackson out near the 40. He's going to be 3 yards shy of a 1st down. And make it 3rd down and we'll call it 2.
To Meehan Jackson, he is tackled on the play by number 15, Bryson LeBlanc.
Ball spotted just shy of their own 40. Need to get just beyond the 42 for the 1st down. 3rd down, first possession of the afternoon in the second half. In the third quarter with Henderson State leading 28-0. They'll overload the left side. Run a cross buck, hand it off. Oh, that's going to be the quarterback keeping it himself. He's not going to get the first down. They're going to stop him just shy of the 40-yard line. And coming up to make the stop for UAM was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, the linebacker out of Dodge City Community College, transferred in. And for the first time this afternoon, the Reddies are going to have to punt it away. Leading 28-0. Weevils defense makes a stop and will force them to punt here with 12:03 to play in the third quarter. The first punt of the afternoon for Henderson State. On 4th down and 2. They are going to punt it. Almost get it blocked. He sank, goes over the side, goes out of bounds. It'll be a real short punt. Weevils are going to get it up near midfield. It looks like Coach Jackson trying to get the official. They're going to say at the 46-yard line. Coach Jackson was there pointing at midfield, but they stopped shy of that at the 47. Still going to be the best starting position for the Weevils here this afternoon to start the drive. Buddy Taylor will stay at the quarterback spot. Tristan Smith's going to be your running back. Twin receivers will go wide right. One comes wide left. Here to the near side, that's Jordan Mansfield. On 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Taylor wanting to throw. Steps up in the pocket, goes deep down the right sideline, throws it up. Arlie Lee makes the catch at the 15. He'll be down at the 10-yard line. Arlie Lee, man-to-man coverage over there, came back with it. Now, wait a minute, there's a flag back up the field. Oh, my. Get a positive play, and then something happens.
Pass interference, offense, number 3.
They're going to end up calling Arlie Lee for pass interference. Man, oh, man. From way up here, I didn't see it from the press box, but the official's closer to it than I am, so we'll mark off the penalty against the Weevils, and it'll be a 15-yarder. Still first down, 1st and 25. So the Weevils will start deep behind the sticks. They'll mark it all the way back to the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 25 with 11:38 to play in the third quarter. 28-0. Henderson State has the lead. Weevils with the football. Arlie Lee and Caleb Jacobs split wide left. Mansfield goes wide right. Taylor going to hand it off. Tristan Smith. He's tripped up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Coming up to make the stop on him is Kobe Crawford. Defensive back out of Bentonville makes the stop on
Tristan Smith.
Cage. No gain. 2nd down and 25. Now, Asa Westerman will check in at wide receiver, the sophomore out of Fountain Lake. We'll see him for the first time this afternoon, getting some action. He'll line up wide out. Weevils moving from right to left, ball on the right hash mark. Here we go. Taylor straight drop, 3-man rush, has time, now unloads it down the middle of the field in a crowd. Going to be incomplete. He was trying to go to Caleb Jacobs out near midfield. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 25 now for the Weevils on their first possession here in the second half, as they trail 28-0 to Henderson State. Forced them to punt for the first time. Had a positive play, but a pass interference call negated that. Well, when you start 15 yards behind the sticks, it's hard to get anything going. Here we go. 3rd and 25. Taylor going deep down the left field, trying to go to Lee in a crowd. Bobbles it, and he comes down with it. Between 2 defenders, he goes up, tips it in the air, and then comes down with it. And that'll be a first down. The gain is all the way down to the 37-yard line of Henderson State. 1st and 10 Weevils. A 32-yard pass play, and Weevils back to the line. Throw quickly out in the flat. This one's going to be incomplete. That one intended for Westerman. It may have been batted away by the cornerback there. Derek Rose may have got a hand on it. 2nd down and 10 now. 10:24 to play in the third quarter. It's 28-0. Henderson State has led the entire ball game. Weevils, they're as deep as they've been in ready territory this afternoon. Ian Mesh will check in at the tight end spot. Glenn Cage will check in at the running back spot. On 2nd and 10. Going to hand it off to Cage. Cage hitting the backfield. He'll fall forward for a yard as he'll get it down to the 36. Coming from the defensive end spot to smother that one out was Fred Lewis. He's 6 foot 220 out of Summit, Mississippi for the Reddies. Makes the stop there. They'll bring up 3rd down and 9. You have to think of the Weevils down by 28. Going to have to go for it here if they don't make it. 3rd and 9 from the 36 of Henderson State. This time Mesh lines up on the short side. Ball on the left hash mark. Here we go. Taylor, straight drop, looking, going deep again for Lee over there. Throws up a jump ball. Does he come down with it? He does. Inside the 10 at the 9. Second acrobatic catch of the afternoon by Arlie Lee. And the Weevils are going to be looking at 1st and goal to go from the 9. So some positive things happening right now for the Weevils. 1st and goal from the 9. Up tempo. They go back to the line of scrimmage. Taylor going for Lee in the corner of the end zone. Throws it up. Down to the back of the end zone. No good. Crowd wanted defensive pass interference, but there was no flag on the play. So it'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 9 now for UAM. Weevils trying to get on the board. Arlie Lee's coming off. He needs a breather. Weevils will put Caleb Jacobs out there. Westerman's out there. Also on the receiving side. Trip receivers wide left. Taylor running to his left. Scrambling, looking, throws to the back of the end zone. Throws it out of the back of the end zone. Putting pressure on him was Jordan Owens, the linebacker. We talked about him this afternoon. He's out of North Little Rock. He was all in the face of Buddy Taylor. So it's 3rd and goal from the 9. Clock stopped for the incomplete pass with 9:07 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 28-0. Henderson State leads it. Weevils looking at a 3rd down and goal from the 9-yard line. Cage the lone setback. Reddy's put a 4-man front defensively. Taylor steps up in the pocket, in trouble. Now he'll scramble himself, gets it to the 5, inside the 5, maybe down to the 4-yard line, possibly the 3. Anyway, it's going to bring up a 4th down and goal. And the Weevils are going with their big package. I see 3 tight ends running out onto the field. It'll be 4th down and goal. Ball spotted at the 4-yard line. So 4th and goal from the 4. Arlie Lee will go to the direct snap. Now 2 tight ends lined up on the right side. One's a H-back, one's a fullback. Arlie Lee looking into the sideline. Now they hand snap it direct. That's the Ian Mesh. Mesh down to the 1. He did not get in. He did not get in. Arlie Lee had turned walking toward the sideline as a distraction. They direct snapped it to Ian Mesh, and he gets stopped at the 1-yard line. So it'll remain 28-0. Henderson State with the lead. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line. And their offense will come out. Andrew Edwards, the quarterback, he'll be about 5 yards deep in his own end zone when he gets the snap. He's going to hand it off. Get that over the 5, out to the 7-yard line. As the ball carrier was O'Donnell, I believe. Nope, that's number 8 again. That's Keaton Burrell, Corian Burrell. Gives him a little breathing room. Gain of 6 on the play and makes it 2nd down and 4. Shift the 2 tight ends over to the short side on the right. Handoff again. Hit at the line, no gain, nothing there. Weevils all over that one. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. No gain on the play. as leading the way defensively was Demarius White. And we got an injured Weevil down on the field. That's big Alfreni Hankins. Trainer's going to go out and check on him. We'll take the break with them. 7:30 to play in the third quarter. It's 28-0. Henderson State leads. We're back in just a moment. Alfreni Hankins, they're going to walk him off the field. He's okay, it looks like. It's 3rd down and 4 for Henderson State. They go empty backfield and 5 wide from their own 8-yard line. Edwards wanting to throw, fires it over the middle, complete for the first down out at the 15-yard line. They'll stand him up there. Make it the 16-yard line. Is making the catch is Chris Hotsey. So they'll move the chains and keep the drive alive. It started at their own 1-yard line. They'll mark it out to the 16, almost the 17-yard line. 1st and 10. Reddies, trip receivers come wide right again. Wide receiver screen thrown. Weevils are all over it. Going to drop him for a loss back at the 14-yard line. And coming up to make the stop there for the Bo Weevils, Joshua McGarity. Coming up from his safety spot. Going to be a loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13 now from the 15-yard line. Need to get out to the 28 for almost the 28 for the first down. So 2nd and long. Edwards, the quarterback for Henderson State, gets the snap, hands it off, left side, nothing there. Get it to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or 2. They push the pile forward back to the original line of scrimmage, and then the Weevils bring him down. Getting up off the bottom of the pile for UAM. It's going to be Trevante Bond. Trevante, a freshman. 3rd down and almost 10. Ball spotted at their own 17-yard line. Edwards, straight drop. Weevils rush 4, bring a delayed blitz. He throws into the sideline. A diving effort for the catch here on the UAM sidelines, incomplete. And for the second time here in the third quarter, Henderson State's going to have to punt it away. Weevils turned it over on downs at the 1. Henderson State will punt it away from their own 17. Caleb Jacobs is going to go back deep as a return man for UAM. 5:38 to play in the third quarter. It's 28-0. Henderson State has the lead. That's where we were at halftime. Neither team has scored yet here in the third period. Weevils come after the punt. He gets it off. Jacobs backs up. He'll catch it at the 40. Breaks one tackle, gets it back to the 45. Midfield and going to be bumped out of bounds in ready territory at the 44-yard line of Henderson State. So now the Weevils, with excellent field position, just need to put some points on the board. It'll be 1st and 10, UAM at the ready 44-yard line. 5:27 to play in the third period. Buddy Taylor leads the offense out onto the field. Tristan Smith is going to be the running back this series. Henderson State still shuffling people defensively. Taylor calling for the snap, wanting to throw, steps up in the pocket, in trouble, now going to be sacked. So the 5th time this afternoon, Buddy Taylor goes down. Coming through is Gary Lewis, the defensive end from Fordyce for Henderson State, making the sack on him. Be a loss of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 14. Arlie Lee splits wide to the right. Also over there with him as a receiver is Asa Westerman. Twins come wide left. Got motion, a false start on the offense, so it'll be 2nd down and 19 as they'll mark off a 5-yard penalty against the Weevils. False start on the offense. Back them up 5. And we're back inside Weevil territory. It'll remain 2nd down. They'll spot the football back at the Weevil 47. We need to get down to the 34 of Henderson for the 1st down. So 2nd down and 19. Again, Reddy's rush 3, drop 8 back in coverage. Taylor forced out of the pocket, running to his left, throws underneath, complete at the 45 of Henderson State. They'll carry it down to the 43-yard line. As making the catch is Mansfield, Jordan Mansfield.
To number 19, Jordan Mansfield.
It'll be 3rd down and 8. So a gain of 11 on that play. It's 3rd down and 8 now for UAM. They stay in the spread, Twins on either side. They'll bring the house, rushing 8 this time. Taylor's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked for the 6th time today. All the way back at the 46-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 4 on the play. And bring up a 3rd down and 12. That time Henderson State loaded it up, and I mean brought everybody. And the Weevils are going to send the punting unit on. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 will come on to punt it for the 6th time today. With 3:35 and counting left to play in the 3rd quarter, Henderson State leads it 28-0. Back deep for the Reddies is Devon Adams. 𝗗𝗓𝗦𝗍 gets a good snap, a high booming kick. Adams going to call for the fair catch at the 14, make it the 15-yard line, and that's where Henderson State will have it, 1st and 10 at their own 15. But the Weevil defense here in the 2nd half has been playing pretty good football. The offense has not been able to put it in the end zone for any score. 1st and 10 Reddies at their own 15-yard line. With 3:18 to play in the 3rd period, they have a 28-0 lead. They leave Andrew Edwards in at quarterback. This time the running back, the tailback, is going to be Frederick O'Donnell. He'll line up in the pistol behind Edwards. Going to hand it off to O'Donnell. O'Donnell across the line of scrimmage. He'll get a couple there, and then the Weevils stand him up. Maybe a gain of 3. We'll see if they mark him out at the 18-yard line, and they do. So it'll be a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Now for the Reddies as we go under 3 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. Again, the Reddies led it 28-0 at halftime. That's where we stand right now. O'Donnell stays in at the running back spot. Twin receivers come wide right, tight end set to the short side of the field. Edwards hands it off to O'Donnell. Across the left, over the left tackle. He's out over the 20. Going to be out close to the 24-yard line. Going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. Needed to get to the 25 for the 1st down. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 for Henderson State. So 3rd and 1 from their own 24-yard line. Again, they'll go with Twins coming wide right, tight end this time to the right side. That's the wide side. Hand off, O'Donnell again. He's hit. I don't think he's going to make it. That second effort gets it. He didn't get it. He stopped shy of the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 1 for the Reddies. UAM had the penetration up front and was able to stop him for no gain. And the punting unit will come on. Caleb Jacobs once again will go back deep for the Boll Weevils. Their punter is Colby King. Weevils came after him last time. He shanked it out of bounds, but UAM could not take advantage of the short field positions. They got that big penalty. Here's the kick, end over end, kind of soccer-style kick. It'll take a ready rolls. It hits at the 45, inside the 40, all the way down to the 36-yard line. And that's where the Weevils will have it 1st and 10 with 1:08 left to play here in the third quarter. 28-0. Henderson State with the lead over the Boll Weevils. But the UAM defense playing a lot better here in this second half. And the offense has got to get something going. It'll be 1st and 10 when play resumes. An official timeout down on the field. I think they call them media timeouts. We'll remind you that we're back on the road next week as we travel to Shawnee, Oklahoma to take on Oklahoma Baptist. It'll be a 2 o'clock kickoff next Saturday from Shawnee. I'll be there live to bring you all the play-by-play, so I hope you'll join me next Saturday. That's the 28th of October. Then on the 4th of November, we're back at home. The final home game, that'll be Senior Day. We host Southern Nazarene right here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. We'll finish up the regular season on the road at Magnolia for the Battle of the Timberlands. We take on Southern Arkansas in Magnolia, and that's a 2 o'clock kickoff as well. And that'll be the end of the regular season for the Boll Weevils. With 3 games remaining after today. Weevils down 28-0. They fell behind 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. And then gave up 14 points in the second quarter as well. And that's where we stand right now, 28-0. Henderson State with the lead. Weevils with the football, 1st and 10 at their own 36. Buddy Taylor, your redshirt freshman quarterback. Tristan Smith, and that's Gage in at quarterback. Gage going to get the play action. He throws over the middle. Taylor does. It's complete out near the 44. They'll wrestle the receiver down, and that is Mansfield on the catch for the Weevils. It's good for 9. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1, but positive yardage on 1st down is always a big help. So 2nd down and 1 from their own 45-yard line. This time he hands it off to Cage. Cage, he gets the 1st down as he'll squeeze his way out close to the 47. Make it the 48-yard line. And we'll move the chains and be a 1st down for the Boll Weevils with 30 seconds left to go in the third period. If the Weevils go up-tempo, try to get a snap off if they let time expire here at the end of the third quarter. Play clock's at 18, game clock's at 14. They are going to line up. This will be the final play probably of the third period on 1st and 10. Buddy Taylor directing traffic. Taylor hands it off. Cage right side across midfield. The 45 near the 1st down marker down at the 42-yard line. He'll go out of bounds with no time remaining here in the third period. Weevils pick up a 1st down, and that's where we'll start the fourth quarter. The final 15 minutes as Henderson State leads at 28-0. Weevils 1st and 10 at the ready 42-yard line when we return in just a moment.
All right, we now direct you to the pond side of the field. Donovan Cooper is going to attempt the field goal. He's a UAM basketball player cross country, and he hails from West Valley City, Utah. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. Cooper. It looked good from up here. Just a little bit outside.
First and 10, Boll Weevils to start the fourth quarter. at the Henderson State 42-yard line, trailing 28-0. We've got 15 minutes of football. Weevil's going to have to work quickly. Defense has played really well there in the third quarter. Taylor on first down, wanting to throw. Steps back, throws deep down the left sideline, has a man open. That's Mansfield at the 5. Touchdown, Boll Weevils. No flags, back up the play. It'll stand, or back up the field, it'll stand. That's Jordan Mansfield, the sophomore out of Bastrop, Louisiana. A 42-yard strike from Buddy Taylor, and the Weevils are on the board here with 7 seconds gone in the third period. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 will come on to try the extra point out of the hold of Caleb Jacobs. Everybody gets set. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍, the right-footed soccer-style kicker. The snap's down. The kick's on its way. It's good. Henderson State jumped off sides. The flag came in. I believe UAM will decline it and let the kick stand. They may mark the penalty off on the kickoff. We'll wait and see if they do that. 28-7 our score. The Weevils get on the board. Yeah, the Weevils decline the penalty, so it'll be 28-7. We'll be back right after this timeout.
HSU Ready 28 and your UAM Weevils 7. Media timeout. Fans, mark your calendars for Senior Day here at UAM, presented by BASF and Mid-South Seed on Saturday, November 4th. Kickoff is at 2 p.m. We would also like to take this opportunity to say thank you to today's game day sponsor, South Arkansas Rehab. We thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
A 7-play, 64-yard drive by the Weevils puts them on the board with 14:53 to play. In the fourth quarter, it is now 28-7. Henderson State still with the lead, but something positive finally happened for the offense. It's been struggling all afternoon. Defense has played exceptionally well in the third quarter. They forced Henderson State to 3 punts. So the Weevils will come out. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗍 will handle the kickoff duties. Henderson State expecting to kick it deep again. Still a lot of time left in this football game. You can force them to a 3 and out and get the ball back. Hey, you go down and score, you're right back in it. As the Weevils see if they go deep with it or try the onside kick. They got to go deep with the kick. It's high sky kick headed toward the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. Not sure if that's what Coach Jackson wanted. He might have wanted to get them back at the 25, but instead they're going to get it up at the 35. That one went out of bounds. And Henderson State, I guess, had to punt every possession this afternoon. They'll spot the football out at the 35, 1st and 10 for the Reddies. All right, their starters are still in. At quarterback is Andrew Edwards. The running back this time is Jeremiah Davis, it looks like. Going to do an end around. Hand it off out over the 35, 40, 45, and run out of bounds as he runs out of real estate. There's the end coming around for Henderson State, Jacqueline Zachary. He's a redshirt freshman out of Prescott, Arkansas. He'll move the chains. That'll be a gain of 13 on the play all the way out to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Reddies. Make it the 47, a gain of 17 on the play. All right, here we go. Edwards throws it to his back out of the backfield. giving chase. Weevils can't get to him. He's across midfield down to the Weevil 45, and he'll be upended as he gets the first down at the Weevil 42-yard line. Again, they'll move the chains. That'll be another first down. Just swung it to the back out of the backfield. Jeremiah Davis, he did the rest on his own. 14 minutes left to play now here in the fourth quarter. Reddy's leading 28-7. Edwards calling for the snap. Hands it off. This time it's a new back in there. That's going to be Burrell. Burrell bulls his way down for about 3 down to the 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Henderson State. Weevil shot swapping some folks in and out defensively. They'll stay at a 4-man front on the defensive line. Twin receivers to either side. 2nd down and 7 for Henderson State. Edwards, straight drop. UAM giving pressure, force him out of the pocket, running to his right. He's going to be hit, and he'll lose yardage. Back at the 42, maybe the 41. We'll see where they mark him down. Good defense by the Weevils. Looked like Greg Hooks came up from the secondary to make the stop on him. They're going to mark it a loss of 3 back to the original line of scrimmage. For 3rd down and 10 now for Henderson State. They go under 13 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. On 3rd and 10 from the Weevil 43-yard line. Edwards, straight drop. Steps up in the pocket, has time, going deep down the left sideline, throws a lot of contact, and nobody, no flag, into double coverage. Everybody was running. They just got their feet tangled up. Good no call. The intended receiver there was Chris 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. He turned around, asked the official. It wasn't that interference. The official can see shake his head. So it'll bring up a 4th down and 10. Henderson State will send on their punting unit. Ball spotted at the Weevil 43-yard line. Caleb Jacobs will go back deep again and stand at his own 10. Good snap. The soccer-style kicker shanks this one toward the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. And the Weevils should get it somewhere up around the 30 or 35-yard line. Maybe further. Where they mark it? They're going to mark it at the 33, 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Weevils. And there's a little new life on the sideline for UAM. Trailing 28-7. 12:35 to play in the ball game. So far, it's been a tale of 2 halves. Weevils couldn't get anything going offensively in the first half. They've managed to do so, turned it over on the 1. So they've been inside the red zone and didn't get any points out of it once here in the second half. They scored on a 42-yard pass play just a moment ago on their last possession. Tristan Smith's going to be the lone setback. Taylor wanting to throw, going deep, looking for Arlie Lee down the right sideline. Throws it up, another jump ball catch by Arlie Lee. Oh, wow. His 3rd one of the afternoon into double coverage, and somehow he out-jumps the defenders and comes down with the football down at the 35-yard line of Henderson State. Make it the 34. 1st and 10 Weevils from the 34 of Henderson State. Weevils quickly up to the line, no huddle. 1 receiver on either side. Taylor wanting to throw again. Steps up again, going for Lee. He's in man-to-man coverage. This one is going to be batted down in the end zone.
Pass is incomplete.
Batted down in the end zone. So the clock will stop with 11:55 to play in the game. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Weevils now from the ready 34-yard line. Westerman checks in at wide out. Also, a new receiver coming in is going to be Jawan Turner, a freshman out of Lake Providence, Louisiana. He'll line up here on the near sideline. 2nd down and 10. Reddy's rush 5. Handoff goes to Tristan Smith. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose some yardage all the way back at the 36. A loss of 2 on the play. That time they had the run defense set up. They had 6 men up in the box, and they were bringing them all, and Tristan Smith ran right into the pursuit of Henderson State. So we'll bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 now for the Boll Weevils. from the Henderson State 36-yard line. Down by 3 scores. Weevils will have to go for it. 11:20 and counting left to play here in the game. Trip receivers go wide left. One comes wide right. Buddy Taylor, straight drop. They rush 5, blitz coming. Taylor in trouble, is going to be sacked for the 7th time this afternoon back at the 40-yard line. And that'll be a loss of 4 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 16. And again, Henderson State cocking their ears back and coming hard on the pressure. Weevils looking at 4th down and 16 now. Need to get all the way down inside the 25, almost the 24 for the first down. Ball is spotted at the ready 40-yard line. We'll send Westerman in motion. Here comes the blitz again. He steps up, avoids it once, but he's going to be sacked for the 8th time all the way back at the 49-yard line. Buddy Taylor had no chance. They'll turn it over on downs at the ready 49-yard line. Wow. That series, though, Henderson State brought the blitz every time. The run blitz, the pass blitz, and they sacked Buddy Taylor for the 8th time this afternoon. 1st and 10 readies from their own 49-yard line. They leave their starters in. Edwards is still the quarterback with a 3-score lead, 28-7. He fires to the sideline. It's going to be complete to Timon Jackson. Jackson across midfield, inside the 45, and going to be bumped out of bounds down at the 43-yard line, right at the first down marker. It is going to be a first down. No, they'll say he's just shy of the first down at the 42-yard line. Reddy's quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Edwards throws it again, complete out here to Jackson. Jackson shakes one tackler, gets it to the 40. He'll have the first down. Finally bringing him down is going to be Demarion Holmes. Number 24, Joshua McGarrity, had him stopped short of the first down but couldn't hold on to him. So it'll bring up 1st and 10 from the Weevil 40-yard line now with 9:42 to play here in the football game. 28-7, Henderson State leads it by 3 scores. Burrell's back in at the running back spot. Trip receivers go wide right. Edwards going to leave it with Burrell straight ahead. Burrell bulls his way down inside the 40, down close to the 36-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 on the play. Let's back up. That's number 2. That's O'Donnell on the carry for the Reddies. Say his knee went down at the 36-yard line. It is a gain of 4 yards on the play. They stay with trip receivers wide right. 2nd down and 6. Edwards, play action, throws, complete, 1st down and more as they get it inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. And once again making the catch is Timon Jackson. Timon Jackson with the catch. They'll mark it down at the 26-yard line of UAM. Clock continues to run. He stays in bounds. 8:38 left to play here in the 4th quarter. 28-7, Henderson State with the lead and the football and on the move. Edwards sends his tight end in motion, lines him up as an H-back, wants to throw, running to his right, dips it off to the tight end. He's got it at the 20, inside the 15, going to be bumped out of bounds, down about the 13-yard line. Making the catch that time for Henderson State. His first catch of the afternoon is Caden Davis. They'll mark him out at the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. As they're in the red zone. They were 3 of 4 in the first half in the red zone. Handed off, O'Donnell. O'Donnell hit at the line, spins forward. He may get a couple out of it, down to the 16-yard line. So a gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Now for Henderson State. Clock down to 7:35 left to go in the 4th quarter. Henderson State leading 28-7 and knocking on the door. Going to be down at the 11-yard line, 2nd and 7. Edwards wanting to throw, looking left, going toward the end zone, has a man, touchdown, Henderson State. Oh, wow. Somehow he got behind the secondary, and making the catch for the touchdown is Micah Green, a freshman out of Louisville, Texas, there for the Reddies. And they go up 34-7 as they extend their lead back to 28 or 27 points with the extra point. Can make it a 28-point ball game, and they do. 35-7 our score. Henderson State leads it. We're back after this timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to the band area. Mr. Noah, our hot guy, is making a proposal to go for a bid. And I believe she said yes.
To 7. The Reddies answer the Weevils' only score here in the second half and go back up by 28 points. We've got 7:14 to play in the ball game. Arlie Lee's going to go back deep for the Weevils. He'll stand at his own 10 and wait the kickoff of Colby King for Henderson State. Everybody is set, and the kickoff. High end-over-end kick. Ian Mesh calling for the fair catch back at the 18. Weevils will get it out at the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll have it to start this possession. Both teams have their full allotment of timeouts. But UAM will have the football 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line with 7:14 to play in the game. Again, we're back on the road next week. Back at home on November the 4th, and then on the road to finish up the regular season. We go to Shawnee, Oklahoma next Saturday, take on Oklahoma Baptist. We host Southern Nazarene here on the 4th of November, and then travel to Magnolia to finish out the regular season to take on Southern Arkansas. On first down, Taylor wanting to throw, fires it across the middle over the head of his intended receiver, Caleb Jacobs, who was wide open out at the 30-yard line, running a drag pattern across the middle. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Incomplete pass, stopped the clock with 7:09 left to play. It was 28-0 at halftime. Weevils finally got on the boards with 7 seconds gone in the 4th period. But then Henderson State answered. So back to a 28-point lead. Taylor wanting to throw again. Pressure coming, and he's going to be sacked. And I think that's the 9th sack of the afternoon. The ball came loose. Henderson State said they had it, but they're going to blow it dead back at the 18-yard line. So that's a loss of 7 on the play. And brings up 3rd down and 17, 3rd and long for the Weevils now. Cage is in at the running back spot. Mansfield splits wide to the right over here in man-to-man coverage. Westerman and Arlie Lee split wide left into the boundary. Ball on the left hash mark. Weevils moving from left to right. Blitz coming again. Do a reverse to Arlie Lee. Arlie breaks one tackle back at the 15. Going to get it out close to the 18-yard line. Not going to get it out back to the line of scrimmage is about all he got out of it. And the Weevils will look at 4th down and long from deep in their own territory. Arlie Lee's a little slow in getting up. He's run a lot of yards this afternoon and maybe cramping up some. Grasati will come on to punt it away for the Weevils with 6 minutes left to play in the game. Devin Adams is going to go back deep for the Reddies. He'll stand at his own 40-yard line. Grasati at his own 5 when he gets the snap. There's a good snap. No pressure. High spiraling kick, fair catch called for up at the 45-yard line by Adams, and that's where the Reddies will have it, 1st and 10. With 5:38 left to play in the ball game, first down or two, and this one's over with. 35-7, Henderson State leads it here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. Been a warm afternoon for, you go here toward the middle of October. 80-something degrees this afternoon at kickoff. Temperature still in the mid-80s. But it's been a beautiful afternoon for college football. Just not the way the Weevils wanted it to turn out. 1st and 10 Reddies. Edwards stays in at the quarterback spot. He wants to throw. Now a draw. He'll keep it himself. Carries across midfield. Weevil territory to the 48-yard line of UAM, as that'll be a gain of 7 on the play. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 3. And Henderson State wanting that clock to continue to run. The running back this series is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. Burrell listed in our program at 5'10", 218. Looks like he may go bigger than that. On 2nd down and 3, Edwards takes the snap, hands it off Burrell, straight ahead, big hole across the 40, inside the 35, tripped up and finally brought down at the 31-yard line of UAM. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗏, a quick hitter up the middle, just off tackle. Moves the chains and a 1st down for the Reddies now with 4:45 left to go, leading 35-7. The Reddies will come out, line up on the football, play clock down to 17. They're not worried about that. They're going to snap the football. As Edwards takes the snap, hands it off again. Big hole at the 20, to the 15, the 10, inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Coming up to make a touchdown saving tackle over there is going to be Greg Hooks at the 9-yard line, and that's where the Reddies will have it. They mark it at the 10. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 10 now for Henderson State with 4 minutes left to play in the football game, leading 35-7, and they want more. We do have a new quarterback this time. It's Jordan Allen, a freshman out of Tatum, Texas. He'll take the snap, hands it off. Going to be to Burrell. Burrell loses the football. It's picked up at the 1 and returned up the right sideline to the 10, 20, 30, midfield. Going to go all the way. It looks like Bryson LeBlanc will go 99 yards on a scoop and score for the Weevils. Oh, wow. The ball popped loose. And LeBlanc for UAM, Bryson LeBlanc, the sophomore out of Iowa, Louisiana, scoops it from 99 yards and goes the distance for the score. That'll make it 35-13 with 3:35 left to play in the 4th quarter. Maybe too little too late, but a big highlight, and that'll be a big highlight film for LeBlanc in his career here at UAM. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗏 on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Caleb Jacobs. Snaps down, the kick's on its way, and it is good. 35-14 our score. Weevils will be kicking off when we return in just a moment.
We'd like to take this opportunity to continue to recognize some of our athletic sponsors. Again, recognizing today's game day sponsor, South Arkansas Rehab. Also like to recognize Mainline Health Systems, Jefferson Regional Medical Center, Hampton Inn, Quality Inn, Mid-South Sea, Sea-Arc Eye Care, Paradigm Fitness, and the Emeka student sections. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
It is 35-14, a 99-yard scoop and score by the Weevils. Bryson LeBlanc puts the Weevils back on the board, makes it 35-14. Henderson State still with the lead. When UAM got ready to kick off, a timeout was called down on the field by Henderson State. They still have 2 remaining. The Weevils, they were expecting the Weevils to go with an onside kick here with 3:35 left to play in the ball game.
Please help support our student athletes with this major facility.
It may have not turned out the way the Weevils wanted here this afternoon, but that's a highlight reel film there by LeBlanc on a 99-yard scoop and score. He's just a sophomore here for the University of Arkansas at Monticello. Coach Jackson handles the special teams, out there talking to his kickoff unit. As 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 is going to line it up for an onside kick. Reddies make the adjustment. They'll put their sure-handed people up there on the line. Ball is in the air, it's on the ground, and it looks like Henderson State's going to recover it at about the 44-yard line of UAM. Did go the required 10 yards, but they'll recover it at the 44-yard line, and that's where Henderson State will have it 1st and 10 at the Weevil 44-yard line. All right. We'll see some substitutes in, I believe, for Henderson State. Do have the other quarterback in the ball game, Jordan Allen. He'll line up at quarterback. O'Donnell's going to be the lone setback. Going to hand it off to O'Donnell. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and going to be stopped there. Coming through for the Weevils going to be 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, the linebacker. Actually a loss of about a half a yard back to the 45-yard line. It will be 2nd down and 11 now for Henderson State. UAM calls the timeout there to stop the clock with 3:28 to play. We'll keep it right here. 3:28 remaining in the ball game. It is 35-14. Henderson State has led the entire ball game. It was 28-0 at half. Weevils made it 28-7 to start the 4th quarter. And then as Henderson State was driving down the field, they fumbled it inside the 5. It was scooped by Bryson LeBlanc at the 1, and he returned it 99 yards for the score. And that's where we stand right now. 35-14. Weevils trail. It's 2nd down and 11 for Henderson State from the Weevil 45-yard line. Both teams still have 2 timeouts left. UAM just used their first timeout of the half. The quarterback is the backup quarterback, Jordan Allen. The lone tailback is O'Donnell. He'll get the handoff. O'Donnell hit hard as he comes across the line of scrimmage. Looked like his helmet got popped off after a gain of a couple down to the 43-yard line. The clock will stop again as they unpile everybody. They've got it spotted at about the 43-yard line. Yeah, that's where they'll spot it. Look, O'Donnell will have to go out of the game after losing his helmet. I'm not sure who came up and laid the lick on him, but boy, it separated him. He held on to the football. But the clock did stop, and it still stopped with 3:22 left to play. I don't see a timeout gone off and didn't see a timeout called. Henderson State will come to the line of scrimmage. Allen, your quarterback. The running back is Burrell this time. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He stopped for no gain. It'll be 4th down and 9. And now UAM's going to call the timeout with 3:07 left to go here in the contest. UAM will use their 2nd timeout of the half. They'll have 1 remaining. Henderson State's going to be looking at 4th down and 9 from the Weevil 43-yard line when play resumes. Leading 35-14. Henderson State with the lead. Weevils fixing to get the ball back. Down by 3 scores. But never give up. Keep on fighting. As there's again a timeout down there. Both teams huddled up on the sidelines. Head coaches doing all they can to figure out this final 3:07 of this contest here this afternoon. Of course, Henderson State going to look to try to get the punt off and pin UAM back deep. Weevils may come after him, may try to block it. Both teams are still huddled up on the sideline. It was 28-0 at halftime. Henderson State scored first, scored 4 times there in the first half. They took advantage of a UAM interception at the 17-yard line late in the first half to go up by 4 scores. After a scoreless third quarter, Weevils got on the boards with 7. He'll carry it inside to 30, push the pile inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play. As UAM shuffling some players in and out. Didn't call the timeout. 2:10. Clock starts running again. Second down. And 2. Actually, he's at the 25-yard line is where he went down. Play clock's at 26, so we're going to be down to about 1:30 when they, if they carry it all the way down. A first down here would end it. 35-14 our score. Henderson State with the lead. Play clock's down to 10. 1:40 on the game clock. Now Allen calling for the snap. Gets it, hands it off. Right straight ahead, first down and more as they go inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Burrell on the carry, and that'll do it. Just a couple of more snaps for Henderson State. They're going to get out of here with a 35-14 win.
First down, HSU.
They'll improve to 6-2 in conference play. The Weevils are going to fall to 2-6 here this afternoon with 3 more regular season games coming up for both these squads. I know Henderson State has Ouachita, the last game of the year. I don't know who the other 2 opponents will be, but who they'll have next week. Allen going to take the snap. Again, hands it off. Burrell, he goes around the right side. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5, and he is in the end zone for a touchdown. Wow. Could have took the knee, run timeout, but they run the play. Did he get a touchdown? No, he went out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So it's first and goal to go. With 48 seconds remaining, he did go out of bounds. It did stop the clock. They're going to line it up again in the pistol formation. Allen hands it off again. Burrell down to the 1-yard line. He's not going to get in. No, he does. He gets into the end zone with second effort. With 41 seconds remaining, Henderson State runs the score up to 41-14. Here late in the contest, 41 seconds remain. They'll send on the extra point team. King has been perfect on extra points this afternoon. He did miss a field goal of 32 yards back in the first half. Snaps down, kicks on its way, and it is good. We'll take a break. It's 42-14, 41 seconds remain. Henderson State leads it. We're back after this.
Fans, we'd like to thank you all for coming out to today's game. It's sponsored by South Arkansas Rehab. Our next home game is scheduled for November 4th as the Weevils host Southern Nazarene University at 2 p.m. That'll be Senior Day, presented by BASF and Mid-South Sea.
Henderson State tacks on another score. It's 42-14 here with 41 seconds remaining in the contest. And the Reddies get set to kick it off. Arley leads back deep. They've been kicking the sky kick short. This time they're going to do the same thing. Arley's going to field it, however, at the 14-yard line. Returned up to the 20. Spins up over the 25. Sidesteps one. Gets it to the 30-yard line, maybe the 31. And that's where UAM will have it now with 33 seconds remaining and one timeout, trailing 42-14. As Coach Jackson huddles his team around him down there, and they get set. Coach Qualls, the offensive coordinator, going to send the offensive unit back out onto the field. There was a penalty at the end of the play. No. Henderson State just a little confused about who all is going to come out onto the field. There was a flag on the kickoff. They'll pick up the flag. It was down at the 31-yard line. They're going to mark off the penalty after the end of the run. Going to mark off a 5-yard penalty. So we'll get it out at the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 5. Instead of 1st and 10. Now for UAM. Buddy Taylor out of the shotgun, wanting to throw, looking, dumps it off in the short in the sideline, complete. And UAM will make the catch out there, as that is Joshua Dixon, the tight end. Get it for about a yard gain is all. Stayed in bounds, so the clock was running. Now it has stopped at 24 seconds. They started back up again. They'll spot the football out at the 20, make it the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 3, a gain of 2 on that last play. The Weevils, now the officials call timeout, and they're going to confer. They're over the football with 11 seconds left on the game clock. 2nd down and 3 for the Weevils. 42-14 our score. Henderson State has the lead. I'm not sure what all the discussion's about here late in the ball game. As the official comes out, maybe he'll give us, can't hear his microphone. But he's going to walk over to Coach Jackson and explain it to him. It's kind of academic. 2nd down and 3, 11 seconds to go in the ball game. It's 42-14. And now the officials are all scrambling around to see what we're going to do. All right. After all that, we're going to leave the football right where it's at. They are looking at the yard markers and where they're going to have the down markers put. Okay. There's 11 seconds. They put 22 seconds up on the clock. Instead of 2nd and 3, it's 2nd and 8. They didn't move the mark. Remember, it was 1st and 5. We only gained 2 on the plays, and they should have had the down marker up at the line of scrimmage. Buddy Taylor, straight drop, under pressure, dumps it off under the middle, going to be incomplete out near the 47-yard line. Pass intended out there for the Weevils. Jawan Turner falls incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 17 seconds remaining. Again, 42-14, Henderson State with the lead. They led the entire ball game. Weevils offense put 7 points on the board. Defense, a 99-yard scoop and score by Bryson LeBlanc, put some points on the boards for UAM. Taylor throwing down the left sideline. It's complete to Mansfield. He's hit immediately down at the 42-yard line of Henderson State. Weevils will quickly move down the field. He stayed in bounds. 12 seconds. They'll stop the clock long enough to move the chains, get the ball set with 12 seconds to go. Trip receivers come wide right. One goes wide left. Taylor straight drop. Throws here short. It's complete to Caleb Jacobs. Jacobs gets it down close to the 32-yard line with 1 second. No seconds. That's the ball game. Our final score here from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The Weevils fall to Henderson State 42-14. Unless they got the timeout. They did get a timeout called, so hold on. Hold your horses, everybody. They put 2 seconds back up on the clock. UAM called their final timeout with 2 seconds remaining. It's going to be second down or third down and 1. Not sure. Maybe second down and 1. Ball is spotted at the 33-yard line of Henderson State. Weevils, of course, just trying to make something positive happen here at the end of the game. Trailing 42-14 with 2 seconds left. And the Weevils use their final timeout of the ball game. Wow. The offense will come back out onto the field. We'll have one final play. Trailing 42-14. Weevils will have one final play. They'll send twin receivers wide left. Mansfield comes wide right over here in man-to-man coverage. Henderson State, they're lining up 25 yards off the football. The safeties are. I mean, they are way back. Taylor, straight drop. They rush 4. Taylor forced out of the pocket. Rolling, scrambling to his left. Heaves it down the field. It's going to be intercepted out of bounds with no time remaining. Henderson State going to get the win. It's finally over with. 42-14, our final score here this afternoon from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The two teams will meet at midfield and shake hands as the Reddies will head back to Arkadelphia and improve their record to 6-2, while the Weevils fall to 2-6. We'll come back and wrap this one up for you here from Monticello right after this timeout.